Oh my, oh my God. Let's 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 get to it. Oh my, oh my, oh my God.
You're gonna miss this time. Everybody romanticizes getting to the place, but the one thing that everyone ends up saying when they get there is they miss this time right here. There's so many options, things to play with and try. You can try anything right now and fail, and it's fine. If we try something and fail, it's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, there's something so beautiful about this. So don't miss the blessing that is right now trying to get to where you're trying to get to. Try everything. Fail at everything. Learn from everything. Take everything in. Because once you cross that line and the stakes get high, they never go back down.
Hello. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Every day,
Y'all know what it is, man. So cold, nigga. It's the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. Episode 59, man. 59 of them things, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody tuning in from where you tuning in from. You tuning in from YouTube, I appreciate you. You tuning in from Facebook, I appreciate you. You tuning in from Twitch right now, I appreciate you. Wherever you tuning in from, man, just know that your boy appreciates you, you know what I mean? Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, listen. Last week, man, I was trying to play my sound through something else. I could hear the beat in my headphones, but I couldn't hear the beat. Y'all couldn't hear the beat. So I was rapping a cappella the whole episode and didn't know until it was done. Yeah. Episode 59, but we not Royce. Know what I'm talking about, man? We got the picker's choice. Yeah, this is the podcast of all of them. Live stream, man. You know we ballin', son. How we do? From the KY, young Steezy. Never been drunk, never high, but I'm cool though. Just like those. I'm like my new beau when I stand tall amongst the crowd. You know, who though? Wanna fuck with Steez. Young nigga come through, luckily. They can't mess with me, cause I'm in the truck on threes. Swerving, many degrees, like what they talking about. That's how we do. About to start the podcast, you know how we move. Don't play, you know it's true, man. Young Starks, man, we gonna keep doing what we do. Like, know what I'm saying? That boy cold, man. Every day.
I feel so very cold.
That boy cold, man. Hey, man, nah.
Oh my God. Let's get to it.
You feel me? I'm trying a new format today, man. I got the screen in vertical mode today, man. Because it just allows me to do more on other platforms. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for that reason alone, man, I feel like it was good to do. So I'm going to try it this way, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll work good on it'll just work good because a lot of people's watching through cell phones, man. So, I'm trying to do it in the vertical format to where it fits perfectly to the cell phones. And then, we go from there. I tried. It was just an idea and I'm going with it, man. So shout out to everybody out there, man. You know what I mean? All the people out there in YouTube world, all the people out there on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Episode 59. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I want to apologize, man, last week because trying something new, man. I'm a one-man band, man. Things happen, man. But I was trying something new, man. And I was trying to play my music through a different source. And even though it was playing through my headphones, it wasn't playing to you guys. So I'm thinking that y'all hearing what I'm hearing and y'all wouldn't. So the whole entire hour and a half episode, I had no music and didn't even know it. So I'm over here bobbing my head like an idiot. I'm over talking about, yeah, I know y'all heard that. I accidentally went through my pootie tang, man. I was in here pootie tanging, man. Didn't nobody say nothing either, man. Nobody said nothing to me, man. That was hilarious, man. Nobody said nothing, man. Donovan Blake, what up, though? Nobody said nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? But, I got it figured out. I played the episode back. I was like, oh, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear absolutely nothing. So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm extremely happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to connect through Instagram, man, for the first time. I found out how to connect the live through Instagram. So I'm gonna try to go live, through that method, you know what I'm saying, and see how that play out. But for right now, man, we got a lot going on, man. We got a lot going on, man. Like I don't even want to jump right into it, but you already know the gist of what I'm going to talk about, man. The title of this episode is called You Are Not the Mother. That's the title of this episode. And I did that for a reason. I did that for a reason. You are not the mother. Because it is a story about one who her kid that she had with her husband of many years was not biologically hers. She found out through DNA that her child was not biologically hers. I'll say that again.
Oh my God.
My dog Wolford Jones in the building. What up, though? Look, she found out that her child that she gave birth to was not biologically hers. Yes, I didn't stutter. I didn't mess up what I just said. So I named this episode 59, You Are Not the Mother, man. Let's get into this story real quick, man. Here it is. So people was talking about it on the podcast, man. If I found out the name of the podcast, I'll give you the name. But I want you to hear this interesting story real quick, man. Let's get on into it, man.
Let's get to it.
Am I the asshole to divorce my husband and leave him with the kid after finding out I'm not biologically the mom?
How is that possible?
Yeah, how did that?
That's exactly what I thought.
Where were you?
Right, was this?
I cannot believe my life has come to this. All I ever do is go out of my way to help others, but on the few occasions I need help, nobody ever comes through for me. I, 36 female, have been with my husband, 35 male, for a total of almost 10 years. Married for 6. We had what I thought was my child by surrogate over 2 years ago because after 4 years of trying to conceive with no success, despite medical interventions, it turns out that I am unable to carry a child to term. I've always wanted to be a mom. Devastated is an understatement regarding how I felt when I found out I had a medical condition that would make it nearly impossible to carry a baby. It was even more upsetting when I had to get a major surgery to remove my uterine growths with the hope to increase fertility, and complications during surgery warranted a partial hysterectomy involving removal of my uterus only. I still had my ovaries, so we started looking into the cost of a surrogate. It is really expensive.
So for the people that's just popping in, it's a lot of people popping in right now. What we listening to is somebody reading off a letter wrote by somebody who had a child, and then a woman that had a child and found out that the child wasn't biologically hers. Yes, let's continue.
My close friend since college, who had already had 2 kids of her own, offered to serve as the surrogate for us to cut down on costs. After 2 disappointing IVF sessions that did not result in pregnancy, she became pregnant on the 3rd try and carried a boy to term for us. I was so happy and busy after the birth. Between being a mom and returning to work after a 4-week parental leave, I didn't even notice any warning signs. I should have noticed the red flags and warning signs early on, but I did not because I was so exhausted from working so much at my stressful job and 2 part-time jobs to cover most of the bills and anticipated medical and legal costs.
So long story short, because they're going to go on for a minute. So long story short, basically, the way that she ended up finding out that her child wasn't biologically hers is she and her husband realized that she couldn't physically conceive or bring a baby to term. Her body just wouldn't allow it. So what they did is the in vitro, where they had basically the surrogate mother, where they put the eggs in her, fertilize the eggs, and she basically gives birth to their child. So that was the plan. It happened. They had the child, but through time, she kind of noticed that the child had none of her features. Come to find out, um, come to find out, the husband said he got tired of trying. So what he did instead is he just started smashing the surrogate, and he got the surrogate pregnant, and she had the baby and played it off like it was their kid. So this is what happened in real life. So she ended up having a DNA test on her child and realized that biologically she wasn't the mother of her child. And I say all of that to say, if you was in this situation, what would you do? I need to know. I need to know if you was in this situation, what would you do? I need to know because
Oh my God.
I've seen that happen to men. We've always seen that happen to men. Baby's born, they realize that they ain't the father, that kind of thing. But in this particular case, she is not the mother. She thought she was the mother, but she's not the mother. And dudes are such dudes that you, you're trying to have a kid, and somehow just being a dude, you get on the subject of sex somehow. And how do you take down the surrogate mother, bro? Like, we over trying to clean up our image as men, and you just went and knocked down the surrogate, man. Like, you know what? Let's just do it, man. Hey, bro, we can't control that tingle down below, boy. We can't control that tingle down below, man. Drew said he hit it to make her happy. Listen, man, bro, we can. Dog, sometimes we lack the most self-control as men. Dog, that is hilarious because I feel sorry for her. Of course, I know that's life altering, and I'm not laughing at her or making light of her. And in period. But to realize that she, to realize that cuz had sex with the surrogate mother, like, bro, how did y'all even, like, hey, man, I be trying to take up for us, but sometimes, man, we be, you know what I mean? We be making it hard for ourselves, man, because why'd you do that, bro? Because what happens now? It's like the baby's here. The baby's not going anywhere. Do you stay with your wife or do you get with the surrogate? Or do you just be single with a child? Like, because, how does this happen legally? What if the surrogate gets mad? Can the wife put you on child support? What happens at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a mess. Bruh had a surrogate mother that was supposed to birth him and his wife's child with her eggs. And instead, he used the eggs that was already there. He used the factory eggs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo. And he shot in her. So it's like, you should have knew, you know what I mean? Four pumps after the club is already shatting. You did. You should have knew that this was going to be a situation. Yo, if y'all want to listen to that full story, man, that podcast is called The Comfort Place Podcast. That's where that audio came from. And that is a wild story. You are not the mother. I didn't like when they first said it, like, your as a mother, your child is not biologically yours. And it's like, hold up, how? What? But they explained it, and boom, here we are. You know what I mean? Bruh took down the surrogate. He's a demon. It's like I know some dudes out here, man. I know some dudes out here that'll take anything down. We all know somebody. We all got somebody like that that's part of the clique that'll take anything down. But it's like, bro, you took down the surrogate. Like, huh? We all got homies in the crew that when it was, they didn't care. Big, tall, fat, white, green, black, blue, purple, whatever. They taking them down. Taking them down. I mean, if it was Walking Dead, they'd be coming out the bushes with a zombie. Everybody got homies like that. But it never crossed my imagination to have sex with the surrogate. Now, that'd be different if it's like they put the eggs in, like they put the wife's eggs in and he smashed the surrogate trying to get the eggs. It's like, I could understand that explanation a little bit, but even then it's still like, what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? But he did it. He did it. It's hey, 2025, I fear 2025 because it's going to be a wild time in the world. It's about to be wild. With everything going on, man, it's about to be wild. Even more wilder.
Let's get to it.
It's a story going on about a 64-year-old woman that recently found out that she's 8 weeks pregnant. That's right. 64 years old and she's 8 weeks pregnant. So she got on the phone. So whoever she was having sex with, he's either older or around that range, right? So, they're basically grandparents. They grandparent age, like, you know what I mean? But she's going to have a child. So she calls the father. She calls the father to tell him that she's pregnant. And y'all got to hear this reaction, man.
I've been trying to get in touch with you, but you haven't been answering your phone. Judy? Yes, it is. Judy, I've been busy, Judy. I apologize. I've been caught up. Well, you got a baby coming, right? Baby who? Your baby. My baby? Yes, yes, you do have one, too. You have one coming. I have one coming? Yes, you do. What? How that happen? How they tell you? You know how it happened. Don't make no baby, Judy. Well, we'll see when the DNA test comes. So what are you trying to say? I'm out here sleeping all around? You sleeping somewhere, but they ain't. No, I'm not neither. Judy, somebody ain't being honest here, Judy. Something ain't right. You'll find out when we have that DNA test done. That's all I got to say. I'm not gonna get my blood pressure up back and forth with you. We're just gonna have that done, and then.
Yo, hey, OG said, baby, who? I bet you he at work stomach hurting, boy. I bet you OG at work stomach hurting, boy. How you gonna explain to your 33-year-old son, your 38-year-old son, that you got a baby on the way? Like, what? Like, yo, she had to go to the doctor and get an ultrasound, my boy, at 64 years old. She told OG, he said, baby, who? Dog, 64 years old, bro. Think about that. Think about that. By the time that kid graduate, she'll be 80 something. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. You can't go to the games. You're going to be back hurting. You know what I mean? Hips hurting because it's about to rain. Like, you know what I mean? These are things you really got to think of. What are you doing with a child at 64 years old, man? You know what I mean? Like, what we doing? DJ Slur, what up, though? Appreciate you, my guy. Kurt Machiavelli in the building. The driest hair on that part of the United States, my guy. Charles Trumbo says sending love all the way from Georgia, man. Shout out to Georgia, man. Shout out to Trumbo, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Salute. I need to know what y'all would do though, man. I need y'all input on this. What would y'all do if you was in your 60s? You a grandparent at this point. Your kids are grown. And your woman that you've been seeing done called you and told you that you got a baby on the way. What you doing? What we doing? Huh? What you doing? I need to know. I need to know. Cause that's beyond wild. That's OG was stressed out. OG OG went home and hit the pipe. Like OG went on the streets like, man, I need to get a hit from somewhere. I am stressing. I don't know how. I thought thought I was past this point. Will Taylor, what up, man? I need to know because that right there, boy. I tell you now, at 42, if somebody was like, you know, I'm pregnant, you got a baby on the way, bro. Oh Lord, faint, boom, hit the floor. What? I don't even know what it feels like to hold something that small. A baby? Oh Lord. I got some homies that reset. I got a partner. Shout out to my dog Ruff. My dog Ruff had a son in college playing Division I college basketball and ended up having a newborn while his son was in college. Bro, I was living through him. He told me he went to Toys R Us. Not Toys R Us, but Babies R Us, because Babies R Us was open at the time. He went to Babies R Us and he said that they had a bottle maker that worked like a Keurig almost, like a coffee maker, but it makes baby bottles. I said, what? What? Like, I still remember doing this the old school way. I still remember this the old school way, man. The coldest invention that I had as a father taking care of babies, man. I had it was a bowl. It was a bowl with a lid on it. And it had like a strainer tray in it. And it had like little sticks poking up where you could sit stuff in it. And what you do is you sit the baby bottles and the nipples and stuff in there, and you put some water in it. So the strainer is sitting above the water, but you put the top on top of the bowl and you put it in the microwave, and it sterilizes all your bottles and your nipples and everything. So I would use that religiously, sterilizing all the, all the action. That was my go-to. I couldn't imagine. Like at that time, of course, you're doing it with pride. These are your kids, you know what I mean? But that's like to reset and do that again, bruh, my stomach would be hurting the whole time. Like, what did I do? What did I do? Man, geez, as hard as I be sleeping now, I couldn't imagine. I'd sleep through all them cries. Like, you know what I mean? I can't fix the bottle because I'm over here drinking a bottle water. You know what I mean? That 4 a.m, you gotta have that bottle of water by your nightstand, and you gotta take about 15 good sips. You finish, you're like, I couldn't have. Wow, man. I'm just now experiencing some semblance of freedom. Like just now. You know what I'm saying? My oldest is 22. You know what I'm saying? My middle child is 18. And my daughter's 15. So everybody's kind of self-sufficient at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I see light at the end of the tunnel. I could not reset. Oh my God, start all over again. I can't even bring myself to watch like 6U and 8U football. It's too slow for me now because I've watched high school and college speed ball. So I can't go back to watching little kids. You know what I mean? I couldn't adjust. You know what I mean? Paul Tolly said it would bring him to tears. Said it was bringing me to tears and empty pockets. Nah, facts. Every day you going to work. How's it going, man? I see your Steelers one. I don't even know what to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even. Nigga skin done got pale. Just can't figure life out no more. Like, what? Bro, you got to drop a kid off at daycare. What? Will Taylor said, "Wake up and smell the Similac." That's real. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine to actually have that happen. 64 years old, man. She actually went to the doctor, man. Listen to the doctor's visit.
I'm gonna get you on the scale.
This is her daughter with the camera.
Being a mom again. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Like, what are you thinking right now? What am I gonna do? Like, you are literally pregnant. 8 weeks. I am too old for that. Oh my gosh. What if it's what twins? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. So I guess those little weekend visits turn into a 9-month pregnancy. So what are you gonna do? That's a good question. What am I gonna do? Because who's gonna be keeping this baby? Y'all is. Who's gonna watch the baby?
All I see out of all of this, right? She's at this doctor's appointment. She got on one of those. She got on one of those librarian type shirts. One of them shirts you can get at Cracker Barrel. That's the type of shirt. Hey, bro, you got to understand what's going on, man. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Shout out to OG. Shout out to OG because, one thing for sure, two things for certain. We got to acknowledge the fact that, you know what I mean? That pussy fire. That pussy got to be fire. That pussy got to be like my dog Sleazy say. That coochie noisy. That coochie got to be noisy. That cougar coochie. That coochie got to be out there noisy, huh? Kegel's on point, gripping just right. This thing got 64 years of grip experience. Like, what are we talking about? Hold it and lock on you. Come on, man. It got different features to it. Lock and let go, lock and let go. Listen, hey, we about to have a child. OG ain't got no stamina. OG was in it for about a good, a good 32 pumps. She done squeezed and let go. Wait, whoa. Like John Witherspoon on Soul Plane. She said in my weekend visits done turned into a pregnancy. Sheesh. OG was coming through and knocking the lining out that box, man. Come on, man. Yo. That got to be embarrassing, man. Like, your mama is freaky, boy. She let OG shoot the club up and everything. I don't want to sit on nothing in your room. Everything in your room, you need a black light in here, because what? What are you doing? Why are you 64 going raw? Like, you nasty heathen, you. Why are you out here 64 going raw in these streets, man? Come on now. Your kids is adults. You know what I mean? They done walked in the house because they got a key. All you hear is, let me get in that kitchen. Let me get all up in that kitchen. Let me put the silverware in the drawer. I'm gonna put the silverware in the drawer. Let me put that spoon in the drawer. Hey, yo, 64-year-old mother, man. That is wild. Johnny Williamson said, have you paced in the bathroom punching the air the day she tell you that? Yeah. You got to do the Cuba Gooding Jr. You ain't got no choice at this point. You got to do the Cuba Gooding Jr. I ain't supposed to be crying in front of females. For real. You got to do the Cuba Gooding Jr. On God. Yo. Besides that, since we still on baby mamas, shout out to Safari, man. You know, shout out to Safari, man. Usually Safari is the topic of discussion when we start talking about things that all things corny. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a cheese ball. I got to give it to Safari's a cheese ball. But he decided to get Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop or whatever. He decided to get her pregnant. And I guess he had a couple of kids by her, and she ended up putting him on child support. Whatever happened, you know, she got on the internet with the big sob story and the crying and all that type of stuff, and you know, trying to win people over, you know. And she got the child support out there. She's hitting him every month. She's hitting him for something crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he done released some footage inside his house saying the reason why they weren't together and the reason why things had changed. And what was happening in the house is she was actually beating him up, breaking his property, going off on his people, doing all kinds of erratic, violent behavior, right? And for everybody to see it for the first time, it was mixed reviews. And it was wild to me that these reviews was mixed because, of course, the women, majority of the women was like, bye, Safari, you probably deserved it. And you da-da-da, like they gave him no grace, period. And it was wild to see simply because if that shoe was on the other foot and Safari was the one hitting her and knocking stuff over and breaking stuff, they would have been, man, listen, they would have been calling for that man's head. Why we got a double standard when it comes to domestic violence? Domestic violence is domestic violence, and it has no place in the home or nowhere else, right? But in this particular case, this was happening to Safari, and none of the women cared for real. It was women in there taking, you know, responsibility. It was, you know, but it was sprinkled in there. Majority was in favor of it. Boy, boo, you deserved it, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, that is wild to see. Bruh kept the files. So it's like you don't look like as much as a cornball as you seem to be. You know what I mean?
This woman text a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to let them know that, oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you what's really going on between us and all of this other nonsense.
I'll play that one more time. I need you to fully digest and listen to that. I'm going to play that one more time.
This woman text a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to let them know that, oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you what's really going on between us and all of this other nonsense.
Now check this out. I'm going to tell you something. These women nowadays actually think it's cute to be crazy. To do crazy things, to let your emotions take over to the point where you do things that's either A, not in your character, or B, is so irrational that you don't even care that you crashing out at this point. To the point where it's like you gonna send some naked pictures of this man in the phone to his mother and his sister. Like, you know, that's like a irreversible thing. And I hope that you don't think you doing that is gonna get them on your side. Like you can never be that weird. That's a stain forever. Like, she got to realize that anybody with sense, it's going to be somebody that's going to, you know, ignore it to knock her off. But somebody that's really trying to lock in with her, she might not never find that. Unless it's just a goofball that need a place to stay. But somebody that's serious, they got their own, she ain't going to never find that. Because ain't no way that somebody going to publicly know what you did to somebody else and think that it ain't going to happen to them. She can get on the internet and act like she's a victim and, you know, it's a reason that this happened and da-da-da-da-da. No, you sent naked pictures of this man to his mother and sister. You tried to hurt this man in every way possible. And I think that is way weird. Like, I think that's beyond weird. Like, First of all, Erica Mena, you're not even that cold. Let's be honest. Let's get to the meat of the situation. You're not even that cold to be acting like this. I get it when you put on makeup and you put on the bathing suit and all this type of stuff. You're not even like that for real. You like, you base level cold blooded to me. Like, you're not even like that. What you weigh, like 160? You're not even 180. What we doing? Erica Mena's not cold like that. Like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You're not even like that to be out here acting like this. You crashed out on what was the one dude that hung with Peter Guns, Rich Dollars, whatever his name is. You crashed out on him. You get with Safari, you crash out on him. What we got to realize is, fellas, is we got the power. The power is in our hands, man. The power is 100% in our hands, man. What I mean by that is you got to be okay with being dolo. I get, you know what I'm saying, companionship, this, that, and the third, but we got to get out of the realm of getting around women that don't really like us. They just like what we can do for them, or they like what we could provide, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get out of that mode. Like, me having my trials and tribulations in a relationship built me to be an animal in a sense, and not in a bad way, but in a good way. One that's protective of myself because I don't fear losing nobody. I don't have a fear of that. I don't mean that in a wild way or no type, but I just don't have a fear of it, which means that's going to protect me in the sense of I don't have to put up with nobody. If you show me who you are, I'm going to believe you the first time. You know what I mean? Ain't no way nobody can convince me to do anything that I don't want to do because I'm okay with the opposite result. You know what I mean? A lot of these people be putting themselves in these positions, man. They be putting themselves in these positions, man, and it's crazy for her to even think that she could do that and that would be okay. To send naked pictures of this man to his mother and his sister because you felt like he was sending them to somebody else. Like, what did that still do for you? Because if he turned around and sent that to your father and your brother, he'd be absolutely dead wrong. Absolutely dead wrong. He'd be the corniest cornball on earth. But let her do it. And that's really, what is that? Revenge porn? That's revenge porn for real. Like, he should press charges over that. You know what I mean? You could scar somebody for life from doing that. On some real talk. That's why I tell you, fellas, man, listen, bet on you. I ain't telling you to not love no girl or not be with no girl, or not experience no companionship. But don't become a victim. Don't become a victim to their standards. You know? They have these standards and they'll try to slowly turn you into what they want you to be instead of accepting who you are and how you operate. Because us as men, we come in the door accepting you how you are. That's why we like you. We like you for you. You know what I mean? Listen, man, ain't no motherfucker that can. I sleep so well knowing that I ain't got to worry about nobody going through my phone, regardless if something's in there or not. I'm not tolerating none of that action no more because if you let it happen once, anytime that they feel insecure is going to happen again and again and again and again and again. So now you just become, target practice because they feel away. No, sir. You got one time to look through my phone. Go ahead. Search the whole thing. Find whatever you feel like you need to find. And after that, don't talk to me no more. We're going to nip it in the bud. You ain't even going to get to the point where you could be in my house knocking over stuff and breaking stuff and doing all this. Man, come on, man. I saw the first red flag and got up through her. Out of there. We're not doing this. Erica Mena, you're not tough enough to be acting like this. You're not fine enough to be acting like this. I know. 15 women in Lexington that'll shut you down right now. Erica Mena's not even tough like that, man. Oh, man. Shout out to Safari, man. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. And then Erica Mena had the nerve to get on live. She got on live and was riding in the car and turned the camera on her daughter that she got with Safari and said, "What did you say, baby?" And the baby said, "Yeah, daddy kicked so and so. I guess it's the brother. Yeah, daddy kicked so and so and something. She's like, he did. Yep, and he something. It's just a baby talking. And she's trying to do it on the live to be like, look at what he did. And don't try to take this off of you. Don't try to take this off of you. Even if he kicked the kid, I'm sure as a father, it wouldn't like, oh, let me punch you because I want to hurt you. It's like, little boy, why are you doing stupid stuff? Kick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't kick my boys. What? You better ask them. Man, come on, man. I done jack my boys up in all kinds of variations. Like, what we talking about? But she's trying to take that to get the light off of her because of what she did. No, you're dead wrong. And we got you on camera. The same energy they have for Diddy, I need y'all to have for Erica Mena. Domestic violence is domestic violence. Jail. Send her to jail. Her and that forehead. 2 separate sentences. For real. 2 separate sentences, man. Let me add Cub real quick, man. Let me pop up on one of the homies real quick. Let me ask around, man. You know what I'm saying? Answer the phone, man.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
That didn't work. Let me try Cub. Hold up. I'm trying to get everybody's opinion. Everybody don't want to answer the phone now. Come on now.
Cousin, why are you calling me out these freaky ass hours?
You know I'm on the podcast, man, right now, man. I had to call and ask you a question, man. You know what I'm saying? So Kimbro trying to call me back. So check this out. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on.
Oh, you called Kimbro before me?
No, I was going to call you first, but it popped up. Hold on.
Hey,
Yo,
what up, boy?
Hold up real quick. Yo, Turbo.
Yo.
All right, check us out, man. Both of y'all on the podcast right now. Kimbro, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can barely hear you. You know, I'm at the spot. You know, I'm going wild right now.
I know. I figured.
Hey, why this nigga calling us out these freaky ass hours? What's going on, baby?
Right,
What's happening?
So check us out, man. So I got a question, right? So
yeah,
it's a woman that is 64 years old that just now found out. She found out that she's 8 weeks pregnant.
I seen that by that old dude.
Yeah. So she called cousin. She said, "You got a baby on the way." He said, "Baby, who?" So my question is, so my question to y'all is, what would you do if you was 64 and one of your weekend things hit you talking about you got a baby on the way? What you doing?
Hey, man.
You have reached a number that's been disconnected or no longer in service. It may be a receiver. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording.
Hey, you know what I say to him?
What's that?
I say, what we great have a great grandbaby, goddamn.
Yeah.
Great grandbaby. You know I'm over here shooting dust. I'm 64. I'm shooting dust. What are you doing?
You about to give birth to an uncle.
Hey, yo, you and Babies R Us in the hover round cart, like, you know what I mean?
Right. Like that baby about to come out in the 10th grade already.
That registry, that registry about to come with an AARP.
Yeah, it got Ambisol, Bengay, you know what I mean? It got a knee brace.
That baby about to be geriatric as a motherfucker. You know?
All right, check it out. So I got another question, right? So you know, Safari and Erica Mena going through it, right?
Right.
So whatever they went through, she got so mad that she took a naked picture of him and sent it to his mother and his sister.
Oh my God.
Hey, so I need to know on some real type time, what would you do if one of your chicks did that to y'all, sent it to your mama and your sister?
In the words of Larry Starr, before I choked her out, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
What we doing?
What we doing? What? Oh man.
Hey, listen.
Hey, now that's a rough one right there. That's a rough one right there.
Man, I don't. Hey, what? I don't know, bro.
He's speechless. He's speechless right now. Look, he's speechless.
I don't know.
I'm trying to. Hey, listen, man. I'm trying to tell you that has to be some of the most evilest stuff that you could ever do. Like, bro, just cheat.
That's humiliating, bro.
Bro, my mama and my sister, bro. And I don't even know why you thought that was going to get them on your side. They could kill you. They could kill you, girl.
Right, right. Yeah, they will get you too, man. You got me in rare form. You got me in rare form. I'm asleep. You know my shit on gummy worms. Like, what you doing?
You rather like at least give me medium hard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like stop playing with me. You try to, you know how this thing goes.
Now your mama looking at you all disappointed and shit.
Yeah, like she don't know.
Talking about
like
you,
damn. I grew up.
Right, she looking at you like, damn, you ain't like your daddy, nigga.
But you ain't grow up. Like you ain't grown up.
Now she calling you Lil Turbo. Lil Turbo. Wait, whoa.
Call me all types of names. Chuck E. Cheese. Come here, Toys R Us. Like you call me every little kid place. Easy Discovery Zone. Like
she talking to you like she used to talk to you when you was a baby. Come here, little baby. Come here, little baby.
Like what?
Dooba dooba booba dooba booba.
Turbo to Pee Wee. Like what?
Yeah, done called you Beanie Weenie. Like wait, whoa. I will throw hands. Don't do this.
Yeah, you gotta square up with me. You gotta square up with me. No, this not about to be domestic violence. We're about to fight like two men.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen. So I also said before I let y'all go, man. I also said Erica Mena ain't even tough enough. Yeah. She ain't even cute enough to be acting like this.
Hey, dog.
She's mid.
Tubi movies get to her head.
No, she's mid.
No, she been ran through too much now.
At best, she's mid at best.
Bro, she's a Dodge Durango with 300,000 miles on it. On God.
Damn.
She's
damn, dog.
Trash, man.
Hey, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, she wild, but you know what? All them dudes who mess with her already knew she was wild like that, though, dog.
And that's my thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing. So I'm wondering, I'm like, to me, to know that she did that, sent that man's pictures to his family members, you got to know, as somebody who's going to be in a future relationship with her, she's an automatic red flag. You got the dog walker.
No, she's a red flag, huh?
You got the dog walk her. Get yours and leave, my boy.
Yeah.
She got to be dog walk.
At best, dog.
Now you can't put your hands on her. Look, she is going to the law. You are done.
No. I'm talking about dog walker. I'm talking about dog walker as in mistreat her. Yeah, mistreat her.
Yeah.
Real good.
You're going to jail. She's going to make something up.
Either way.
That's you seen a thin line between that is Brandy Webb.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Brandy Webb, bro.
Hey, now, I'm gonna tell you what I'm tripping on.
What's that?
I'm not tripping that you made the reference to the movie. I'm tripping you knew her first and last name.
Yeah.
Now, real life, man.
Lynn Winfield, aka Brandy Webb.
Hey, man, listen. I don't know, man. She's not even tough enough to be like that. To me, she ain't tough, bro. I'd rather, like, what she weigh? Like 160? You don't even weigh 180. What we doing?
Yeah.
You don't even.
Yeah, what we doing?
What we doing? You know what I mean? I need a chick. I don't need none of these super duper pretty chicks. Give me a chick with heartburn, a bad knee. You know what I mean? A chick who meniscus don't work all the time. Like, give me that. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You can only hold her leg up. You can only hold her leg up a certain degree. You know what I mean?
Put that right leg down. Put that right leg down.
Yeah.
Put that right leg down.
All that type of action, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I just had to ask a couple real ones some questions, man, and pop up on y'all and see what was happening. And the magic worked how it worked because both of y'all was on the phone at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's what
I appreciate you, boy.
You already know, man.
Love you, boy.
All right, man. Love y'all back, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all boys, man.
All right, I love you.
Yup.
All right, boy. Louisville.
Nigga, come on, man.
Louisville,
what we doing? What we doing?
Hey, I can't get into that Kentucky ride. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Nah.
I tried to sneak it in right before I got out of Louisville.
Hey, y'all team picture looked like it came from the YMCA. Here, you talking about?
Hey, dog, you know what? Hey, dog, that was the most disappointing team picture in the history of the world.
Hey, they took that with the Walgreens camera. Like,
hey, dog, he looked. Hey, dog,
that picture
he looked like he didn't even have no first picks in a pickup game, dog. He looked like Sam.
Hey, that picture got developed. Hey, that picture got developed, man. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, dog, real talk, that picture looked like a losing season.
Hey,
like a losing
so tell everybody y'all social media handles, man, before y'all get off here so they can find you online, man.
Oh, man, all right, go ahead. Oh, you want me? I'll go. Yeah. Eric Kimbrough on Facebook. I'm Eric Kimbrough. ERICKIMBROUGH. On X, formerly Twitter, it's at Eric Kimbrough. ERICKIMBROUGH. On Instagram, it's E_KIMBRO. Because somebody already was me on there.
It sounds like a Zelda password.
Nah, yeah, sure. Somebody was already me on that motherfucker.
That's what it do, man. You know what I'm saying? Get back to it, man. And I'll holler at you, my dog.
All right, boy.
Yup.
All right, bet.
Yep. Shout out to my dog Kimbrough and my dog Turbo, man. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Turbo in New York. You know what I'm saying? I had to call just, get some you know what I mean? Get some opinions from some real ones. You know what I'm saying? Moving on.
Get to it.
I know every podcast we have brought up Diddy. And this podcast ain't gonna be no different. We're not gonna do it right now, but we're gonna get to Diddy because, as more and more as this case develops, it's getting wilder and wilder with every turn. Every single turn is getting more and more wild, man. So we're gonna get into the Diddy thing, man. Pause. But I want to talk about real quick. What about those people that you see that love to bring up the Bible situationally? They bring up the Bible, but only use it to benefit them to get a point across and not because they believe in the word altogether. Like, I want to talk about those people. You know, somebody that always got a quote that goes with a situation, but at the same time, they do stuff that goes against the Bible, other quotes in the Bible. So it's like, if you're going to quote the Bible, quote the whole entire Bible and not just what fits the situation right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about those kind of folks. Church folks be the most hypocritical at all times, man. They're the worst dressing. Y'all be wearing blue jean skirts and track shoes. You can't even move your legs a full run degree. Like, why are you? But it's like, I hate when people quote the Bible, but don't apply none of the other scriptures. There's 7 million other scriptures that you ain't applying, but this particular one, just because it applies, this is the only one you're gonna quote and stick to. Come on, man. What we doing? What we doing? You know what I mean? Don't try to use it to get your point across. You can be more, you can be more what is the word? More intelligent than that. You know what I mean? Instead of leaning on that to try to, you know what I mean? Come on, man. I feel like they corny on that tip. Every time Philippians, man shall not do what a man, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You was just talking about busting it wide open, drinking Patron 3 days ago. Now you talking about Philippians. Get your ass. For real. That's real life. I was trying to see who else I could call. That would be funny. See who else I could call. I don't know. Anyway. All right. On to Diddy.
Let's get to it.
So they done found out that Sean Puffy Combs, man. They said that those 1,000 baby oil bottles that they found, they tested them, and they found out that the bottles of baby oil was laced with a date rape drug. That's right. They said the bottles was laced with a date rape drug. That means that basically when it absorbs in the skin, it's working like how a drug will work if they slipped a Mickey in your drink or they did anything like that. It works the same. So basically, it lets their defenses down and they in party mode. So nobody's saying no. Everybody's turning up because it ain't even got an opportunity to be against the wheel. You just on some freaky type time. Next thing you know, these drugs in your system and you all the way turned up. If this is true, that Diddy laced the baby oil, he's cooked. He's done. It's over. It's over. Like, we talking life. Like, done. Might not see the light of day. If this is true, it says, according to reports and recent filings obtained by E! News, a plaintiff identified as Jane Doe claims that baby oil found in Diddy's house was laced with rofinol or GHB, known as date rape drugs. They say these October 14th filing alleges that Combs used these drugs to commit non-consensual acts of sexual violence. The lawsuit also claims Combs doused victims in lotions and body oils laced with GHB, allowing the drug to be absorbed through the skin to exploit and assault victims. Authorities allegedly seized 1,000 bottles during the search, and they said the GHB also was reportedly present in beverages at his events. Yo, what the... Wow. Let me tell you something. Bro's cooked. On top of that, I've said it before, but it's just I'm not that freaky, bro. I don't want to try that hard. Like, I like the coochie to just be given to me because they like me enough to give it to me. I don't need to like go through some weird method of forcing somebody to do it beyond their will. Like, that's crazy to me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Like, how do you feel after your post-nut clarity kicks in, knowing what you had to do to get to this point? Like, what are we doing? Not only was it baby oil, but you laced the baby oil, fam? Baby oil? It's bad enough that people's already talking bad about the baby oil, like people can't have baby oil because now it's the Diddy stigma attached to it. It's like, bro, I got dry skin. It ain't got nothing to do with Diddy. I don't agree with Diddy. I just got dry skin. Like, you know what I mean? But now, bro, lace the bottles. That's a different level of like, oh man. Also with Diddy, they said that a group of men accused Diddy of rape. A group of men accused him of that. It says Diddy is currently involved in 6 distinct lawsuits brought forth by Tony Busby, a Texas attorney who claims to represent as many as 120 individuals alleging misconduct by the artist. Notably, 4 of these 6 lawsuits include accusations from male plaintiffs. In one of the lawsuits, a man recounts his experience while working with Echo Clothing in 2008, where he had interactions with Diddy during the company's efforts to promote his competing brand, Sean John. He alleges that in May 2008 that he encountered Diddy and his 3 bodyguards in the stockroom of the Macy's flagship store in New York City. According to his account, he was struck in the neck with a firearm, causing him to fall to the ground. He claims that Diddy then approached him and told him to suck it before violently sexually assaulting him. Nah. Nah. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. He hit you in the back of the head with a gun and then pulled his meat out. Like that's too much work. Like you're Diddy. It is women out here that would line up in front of each other to slob you off one by one. Instead, you got bodyguards watching you hit somebody with a pistol and then forcing them to do. Man, come on, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't believe that. I know it's a money grab, and people going for that, but to put you got to realize what you're selling your family's dignity, because we not judging if it happened or not, but for you to mention it now when things are going down just for monetary gain at the expense of your family. What if you got kids, brothers, your dad, your mother? Like, what if you never told them? And then you like, yeah, he made me slob him. As a father, how do you even, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like to hear that, it's like, prayers, but that don't sound believable at all. That don't sound believable at all. Because even on some villain type time, why would you hit somebody with a weapon and then pull your unit out? Because even if you can use it and hurt somebody with the gun, you giving your most sensitive instrument to the person that you're trying to hurt. Like, make that make sense. I'm not trying to take a bite mark. I'm not trying to, what? Like, come on, man. Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't even it. Like, but they said 120 people stepping up, They said he allegedly raped a woman in a Manhattan Marriott in 2004 when she was 19. Said him and multiple other men raped a man during a party in 2021. He was, he was done by 3 different men. And then it said a security guard says he was given a drink and pushed into a van before being assaulted by Diddy. Nah, man. Nah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. A security guard said he got pushed in a van. And you just imagine you getting pushed in a van, and when you get up and try to brace yourself and look around, it's Diddy like, yeah, suck it. What? Diddy's riding around in the back of a van like, yeah, get somebody for me. Come on, man. Stop it. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Like, prayers, man, but I don't believe that, man. Same thing with the Echo Clothing advisor. Said he was assaulted in 2008. The thing about it, it's the dude that got hit in the back of the head with the gun. They're all saying that this happened in a Macy's stockroom. So Diddy got a gun at Macy's in the stockroom and he hit you with it and said, and grilled me up at Macy's. No. That's why I can't be no judge. I'll be a terrible judge. I'll be able to like, nah. What is going on? What is going on? Only one mystical said it right. Diddy ain't no thug. That's real. He ain't no thug. Like, what is that? Like, Johnny Williamson said J-Lo was in on the mess. Listen, man, J-Lo can't keep a man. But, I mean, I can't be mad at her because basically she's giving everybody opportunity to hit it and then leave. J-Lo's a... J-Lo, I can take down J-Lo and she going to the crib and go back to Ben Affleck? Cool. Cool. I just got put in this little 6 months, you know what I mean? And she gonna go back to Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, you're nasty. Ben Affleck, you're disgusting. You keep taking it back after everybody done beat it down. You keep putting your mouth on that. Why you keep putting your mouth on that, Ben Affleck? Like, what we doing? That's nasty, man. You keep getting back with her, knowing she done got knocked off, bro. Please. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm not, through this stuff, man, I found out more and more about myself. You know, you learn about yourself at all times, but I learned about myself. I realized that I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong, bro. I am not that strong to break up with somebody, let them get in a relationship, get plugged up, and then come back and we be back together again. Bro, I'm not that strong, bro. I'm just not, bro. You think I'm going to put my mouth there? I took a shower, what? I'm not that strong. Once you're gone, man. Once you're gone, you're gone. Everybody be saying that old saying, all the baby mamas always double back with their BD. You shitting me. You're shitting me. That nigga ain't got nothing as much as a hug from me, nigga. You're shitting me. Shit. Double back for what? Huh? I'm not, man, come on, man. I'm not diving in no petri dish, man. Ben Affleck, you're nasty. What we doing? He keep on holding hands with her. She was just gobbling Mark Anthony, man. And you took her back. I'm like, come on, bro. Y'all got good hearts. Y'all got good hearts. That's all I can say. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way, my boy. You leave me, we done. You know what I mean? We break up, we broke up, bro. Like, it's over. I'm not doubling back, man. I'm not smashing behind whoever. You know, man, stop it. Johnny said that's why they supposedly divorced this time, because the authorities showed him some of the videos they found. Oh, from the Diddy party.
Oh my God. That makes sense. Yeah. I don't think he's seen no videos though. I don't think he's seen no videos, honestly. I don't think he's seen no videos because when the feds and Homeland Security is involved, and the reason I know this is because I have a cousin that's doing 30 in the feds right now. Free cuz Mine Reaper. That evidence is already solidified. Like, the feds got a 97% conviction rate. So when they come for you, they already got all the evidence that they're looking for. The only time that the evidence gets out is if it leaves the lawyer's hands. And what happens is the defense gotta the prosecutor gotta give their evidence to the defense. So when they giving that evidence, nobody else has the evidence. It's just being sent to them because they got to know what they defended, right? So past that point, now if any of it becomes public record, it's because the defense let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Or the prosecutor, either one of them. It got to leave them. And I don't think that happened because that would mess up the case. If everybody knew what was going on, I think it would mess up the case. You know? So I think a lot of people just speculating for the sake of stories and clicks and, you know what I mean, engagement. But nah, I don't think it's out there like that. You know what I'm saying? That's wild though. Cause I mean, who's Ben Affleck to be able to get a video? Show me here, man, look at the video. I'm the feds. Look at what she did. Like, nah, that stuff is public record. I mean, not public record. That is in federal custody, basically. And they do not play. Because whatever they convict you of, you doing 85% of it. But, you know, there's corruption. A dollar make you do a lot of things. So, you know, I can see it switching up. You know what I mean? I can see that. 1,000% can see that. But, you know, they going cray over they going cray over this, you know? I don't get it though. I don't get it, man. You know, graping people, taking, you know what I mean? Taking it from them. Like, I know everybody got their weird quirks, man, but you know, I like when, you know, it feels a little better when they give it to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they prefer that you have it, like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you want to take it? That's too much work. You trying to fight in that? Like, who wants to do that? Like, you trying to fight in that? Like, what? you wanna get it from somebody who don't want to give it to you. Like, what's the fun in that? What's the fun in that? My mom popped in and said, how come he can't get bond? Well, I mean, you know, I think he can't get bond because they feel like he's a flight risk. You know what I'm saying? They said, you know, because I be listening to all the podcasts and stuff. So from what they said they fear that he's too powerful and his money's so long that even though he's gave up his passports and his, you know, all his things to be able to leave, that still don't mean that he can't get somebody else to just do it for him illegally and ship him to where Russell Simmons is or wherever. Like they fear that he's a flight risk and it'll put the case in jeopardy by letting him out. You know what I'm saying? So they keeping him till March of 2025. Yup. March of 2025. Ricky Devine said, did you hear what the party cocktail consisted of? Nah, tell me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like the least meddlesome person, but I have to pay attention so I could be doing the podcast. So I don't be having 100% of the information because I be feeling like a dweeb sometimes. Like, ooh, what did Puff Daddy do? Like, but you know, he put up his house. He put up 50 million. His house was worth 48 and he put up the other 2 and he was willing to, you know, give up 50 million for bond. But, you know, they said the party tranquilizer was mixed with, okay, that and horse tranquilizer. Yeah. Listen, I don't want party that much. Like, what we do? Like, I don't want, like, that's an evil way to have fun. Let's drug everybody that comes to, like, you know what I mean? Because now look at the residual damage. The coolest thing used to be the pictures of them attending Diddy parties. That used to be the cool thing for people to do. Now, you can't even, like, all those pictures are resurfacing and everybody's like, what was you doing at the Diddy party? Like, you know what I'm saying? People's having to explain themselves. I never seen no freak offs. I never did this. And these was the parties and da-da-da-da-da. I'll tell you one thing for sure, 2 things for certain though. All of that we heard about these Diddy parties, I guarantee you it's some people on our level that would still go. just to be in the room with all of these celebrities and try to get their glory story out. Yeah, I did this with so and so, and yeah, something. Like, bro, listen, I know for a fact that it is a million chicks in Lexington that would still do it. If it was Diddy parties going on and they was allowed to go, they would go. These are the same women that be getting took down by, it'd be a celebrity and his crew, and they'll get took down by part of the crew. I've seen it with my own eyes, not physically the act, but I've seen them get took to the Airbnbs, to the hotels. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people forget when if I'm involved in something, then that means that I'm in contact with whoever the celebrity may be. And they'll check through me first. They'll check that person, the Lexington person. They'll check like, yo, what you know about this chick? I'm like, yo, I mean, and I keep it player. I ain't hating. If you're dangerous, I'm gonna tell them like, hey, don't her. You won't make it home. But if you know what I mean, I ain't here to rain on nobody's parade. I've done it before. I've seen it. So I know for a fact that if a Diddy party existed, they would go over and get mistreated and get drugged up and would love it. They would. Diddy chose the wrong one. Diddy should have chose all the chicks from Lexington. They would have went with open arms. They would have went with open arms. He didn't, right, May? CG Hustle said, he said, these dudes be millionaires, smashing, passing, and wifing the same chicks. I never understood that. No, that's facts, bro. That's facts. That's why I respect LL Cool J. That's why I respect Denzel Washington. That's why I respect, like, them type of folk where, they chicks was never nobody that was supermodels, this, that, and the third. It's just, they held it down, man, and they ain't really had to be in none of that light. You know what I mean? Said he was turning them into sex zombies. Like, that don't make sense, bro. Like, I ain't even, like, it don't make sense, bro. I thank God that he instilled in me to not be weird on that level, man, because I can't see it, bro. It ain't that deep. It's not that deep, bro. Like, I understand that money changes things and power changes things, but bro, you could just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know. CG Hustle said it right. Like, they be smashing, passing, and wifing the same chicks. All the rappers, like, they all do it. Like, we forget that Sierra was with Future. She was with Bow Wow. Like, you know what I mean? Now she with Russell Wilson. And it's like, it's cool. You doing what you do, but it's like, we do remember that. Like, you know what I mean? Kim Kardashian, like, they always taking turns. Like, it's weird. Amber Rose, you know what I mean? Hey, man. I'm glad, man. Like, won't you move to Hollywood? No. No. I don't want no. I've said this, man, and I mean it when I say it. I have a fear of not recognizing the devils at the next level. Like, I'm smart enough to see things. I'm smart enough to see red flags. But when it's levels that you haven't reached, you don't know where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? You don't know because you kind of wide-eyed and you just, you open to growth as far as your career. So you thinking these things are helping grow your career. And you've been put in these rooms. So certain opportunities come out of this and whatever, not knowing that they turning you into a puppet or this is a play. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want no part of that, man. Like, I know it was a lot of comedians that was dying in Hollywood from overdoses. Cause at the Hollywood parties, drugs was just on plates, like just for you to consume, right? And these people are transient to where they come to LA to make it big in Hollywood. So they've been living in Hollywood 3-4 years, but they really from Jersey, or they really from Atlanta, or they really from whatever.
and they out here just taking in life. You know what I'm saying? They partying, having a little fun. And next thing you know, boom, you done, you know what I mean? You done OD and you out of here. Listen, man, I don't want no parts of none of that. None of it. None of it. I don't even want to be around people who eat bad a lot. Like, bro, y'all ain't got no salad around here, bro. Y'all done ate oxtails for 4 days straight. Like, what we doing? This ain't healthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. That's a nasty play, man. You know? CG Hustle said that's like Andy Edwards going behind Lil Baby and having a baby with her too. Like, yeah. Like, why? Yeah. That's real. That's super real. That is super real. Like, I don't even make like, I mean, I ain't never been a millionaire before, you know? So I'm sure that could change your mindset, because the thing about us getting somebody pregnant that we not in love with, the fear is being able to financially take care of something that you're not prepared for. So for a millionaire, I don't think that fear exists. You just like, man, I got to pay her some money. That's just what comes into your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to be with her, so she gonna get this money up out you. You know what I'm saying? That's a legit hustle for women. Let me have kids by multiple millionaires, put them on child support, and I don't have to work a day in my life. That's a legit hustle. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real thing, man. So I think, because Andy Edwards at this point, he's having, I think all his kids are gonna graduate within 2 years of each other. Like, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because he just, he started going to work. And all his kids is probably gonna graduate within, so that's wild to me. Johnny Williamson said, that's how it lasted so many decades. This stuff was probably happening every other weekend for years. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about Diddy parties, and I've heard about, how live they was. I've heard the same thing about Jamie Foxx parties and all of that. And it would be cool, like, to be in, like, oh, I'm in the Hollywood Hills amongst the elite watching them party. Like, I mean, I'm sure that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't never experienced it before. So it ain't like it ain't like I'm sitting here feeling down on myself because I haven't. It's like, I don't know what I'm missing. I see it, but I don't know what I'm missing. I don't want to open the door and see some stuff that's gonna scar me forever. I'm cool. I'm gonna be the weird dude in the party. He ain't moved away from that. He ain't moved away from that kitchen table. Yeah, I'm right here until we leaving. I don't want no parts. He said, watch the movie Blink twice, and Epstein and Weinstein, and yeah, it's different out here, man. People are on some weirdo time. I mean, but that just goes back. Um, somebody said that somebody groomed him and turned him into what he grew into, and then he grew into a monster, man. And you get in that part where you ain't got nobody in your circle to tell you that you're wrong or tell you about yourself. Things can get bad. Things can get bad, man. That's some of them stories I don't believe though. Like, you ain't pistol whip somebody and make them grill you up in the back of a Macy's. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I don't hate nobody that much to throw myself in the fire like that. Like, what? Like, come on, man. Because at the end of the day, you can play victim all you want to and say what Diddy did, but you are sitting there publicly telling the world that you slobbed Diddy up, and that's not cool. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? For real, that is not okay, man. I've watched married chicks smash the security of a celebrity just to be in the same, be in the same area as a celebrity. I've watched, man, not watched like physically, like seen them do it, but it's like they've smashed the security. They smashed the road dogs, the people that come up with, come on, man, like, it's real. It's real. It's real. John said, do you think what Kendrick said about Drake has some truth to it? Bach can make a lot of stuff seem. I don't know nothing about it. I don't even dig that deep. I've heard from what if it wasn't in the music, I ain't really dug no deeper than that. I stay surface level. If it's funny, then I'm gonna say some jokes about it. I don't know. No comment. I guess I don't know. It's wild out here though, for sure. Because if he's that freaky, he's in there having withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy's in there having withdrawals right now. Because if you was able to just do what you want to do when you wanted to do it all the time, then it's like now it's nothing. You on lockdown eating prison food? Like, bro, what? What? He going through it. And he ain't even going to court until March. Bro, it's October. Sheesh. And whoever's running his page, dog, whoever's running his Instagram page, you have to be stopped. You must be stopped. Okay? Because why do y'all keep posting pictures on there? And sometimes y'all leave the comments on. Turn them comments off, bro. You know it's going to be mayhem. Y'all know it's going to be mayhem. Stop it. His son, you got to stop posting, bro. You're not cool anymore. It's over. It's over. You're directly related. You look like the person that's in question. It's not cool anymore, bro. It's over. You know? I don't know, man. They said that Big Meech got home. Big Meech from BMF said Big Meech is home. And it's so funny, man, because what's going to happen now is now that he's home, all of those people from all of them years, all those people from all of those years, they claimed that they was a part of BMF and all of that. Now they got to actually prove it when, they start, he start partying or whatever it is that they gonna, do for him. It's like, you got to prove it now. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was trying to claim all of that to be cool. It's funny, man, because it was dudes actually being excited. It was some people in Lexington I seen be excited that Big Meech is home. And I'm like, bro, you're not in BMF. You're from Lexington. We don't have BMF nothing here. BMF, if you got stars, that's the only way you in BMF. That's it. Like, people excited. Well, he's about to provide opportunities for people. My homeboy said that he's like they're gonna provide opportunities, and to me, I'm like he may be able to provide opportunities. But my thing is bro been locked up for probably 18 years, 15 years, or something like that, probably longer, and you still waiting on him for an opportunity, and he been locked up. You've been out the whole time waiting on him to give you an opportunity. What we doing? What we doing? Because that ain't making sense to me. That man been locked up. Ain't no way you waiting on him for an opportunity. People over here shouting him out. You ain't even told your son happy birthday. You talking about, I'm glad Big Meech is free. Talk to your son, fam. You need to focus. Said he gonna run up a check with that interview money he got coming. Not facts. No, I mean, man, listen. He geared to get a bag off of them podcast interviews. He's about to get a bag. A bag. And you know who ain't gonna interview him? Who ain't gonna get a chance to interview him? Vlad TV. Vlad TV, because everybody gonna be in his ear telling him about Vlad TV. He ain't gonna go Vlad TV. He gonna go somewhere where he might end up making his own podcast. BMF podcast, and it's gonna go crazy. Everybody gonna watch it. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm sure he get royalties from the BMF stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure financially everything's smooth. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm all for the black man getting out of jail, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, when he done, did his time. LeBron shouted him out, and somebody got mad and told LeBron that he need to grow up because
you shouting at somebody that sold drugs and, killed communities and did all this kind of stuff, you should be ashamed of yourself. And he told him to grow up. And it's like, bruh, so the man did the crime and then did his time, served his time, got out of prison, and you still mad that people's like shouting him out? So what, he's just a ghost from now on because of what he did in the past? Like, you know what I mean? That sounded like a personal issue. And what made you take it upon yourself to shun LeBron? You mad because LeBron didn't do what you thought he should do. You a grown man. I'm mad at you because you didn't do what I wanted you to do. What we doing? Huh? For real. Like, what we doing? That was super weird. You know what I'm saying? Not last week, but the week before last, I didn't do the pod last week. The week before last, again, I want to apologize, man, because I ran my sound. My sound is set up, and I got different channels that I can work off of through my board. So I was trying something new. And I thought that I was getting sound into the board. And I thought I was getting sound into the board, and I wasn't. Instead, it was just going to my headphones, and y'all wasn't hearing it. It was just me hearing it. I thought y'all heard it, but y'all wasn't hearing it. So I was, I seen Johnny. Yeah, I seen you say, you went a cappella, and I didn't know what you were saying at the time. I was just like, all right, I went and listened back to it. I said, man, I know I didn't go no music. I was flowing too. Stupid. Yeah, man. That was stupid of me. You know what I mean? That was my bad. Just trying stuff, experimenting. That was on me. You know what I'm saying? My bad. It's all gravy. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say, you see this shirt right here, man. This is one of my merch pieces, man. It's unisex, but the colors, of course, the ladies love the colors. You know what I mean? It's the realest rare, man. It says, "Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier." It says, "Spread love everywhere you go," and it got the realest rare, in the circle, and it got the heart. So the heart on the inside is like a multi-meaning thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's like real is rare, and then you got the and the heart stand for love. So it's like real is rare and love is rare, or however you want to interpret it, man. You know what I mean? I just thought it was dope because you can mentally kind of, play with it. So, I just thought I'd sport it, man, and show you how, a G could play it, you know what I mean? And, this is available in the merch store, man. If you want to get one for your girl, get one for yourself. If you got some Nikes that are, you know what I mean? Some dunks that'll go with this, blot out, you dig? You know what I mean? Put it in the store, you know what I mean? So, with that said, man, you said it still works. She was spitting though. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I felt like I was spitting, man, but I was mad because I was like, man, I wanted to clip that music up, man. I wanted to clip that music up, and I couldn't, man. But this is the beat that I was playing, though. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to say I made this beat myself, man, in I want to say probably 2011, 2020, probably 2009. I ain't gonna hold you. It was probably 2009 I made this beat. But I just got the beats put up on a hard drive, and every once in a while I just go through and listen to them. And I just remember, like, you know what I mean, going through, and I listen to them now. I'm like, bro, I was kind of snapping a little bit, like, you know what I mean? So, we're gonna end it. We're gonna, end it fresh like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Appreciate it, man. Ricky Divine.
Every day I feel so very cold.
Custom code, nigga. Yeah.
Every day I feel so very cold.
I'm only 42 years old, but I get in the truck and whip on the road. Understand it's easy, me, I'm really drove. Like a rug, never been a thug. I ain't talking about none of that, man, it's so above. I stand real, I stand so real. I'm doing my thing, man, you gotta know the deal.
really flowing. It's the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. We on every coast with the poster. We do what we supposed to, you know, bro. Getting it in, you know we slow bucks. I ain't even playing with them. Young Steezy, man, I stand spraying with them. It's like what they want to talk about all the time. Young Steezy, I come through and spit a funky rhyme like, every day I feel so very cold. Cause I'm cold, nigga. Every day I feel so very Check us out. Next podcast is gonna be 60. This one's 59. I'm feeling nifty. We're really getting it in, putting these podcasts up. Young Steezy, man, I'm on Oh man, that's fresh, man. I just want the hook to come in one more time, man. We can get out of here, man. 5'9", 5 times, 5 rounds. She's 5'9" and fine. I'm like, you can get behind. Put it in your spine. Understand I'm divine. It's like, every day I feel so very cold. Cause I'm cold, nigga. Hey. Every day I feel so very cold. So yo. So check it out, man. This has been episode 59 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. Of course, man, I wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't get paid for this, man. I do this to stay fresh in the comedy game, you know what I'm saying, and to kick it with my peoples. I don't hang with nobody. I don't be chilling nowhere. I'm a father, you dig? So it's my time to, kick it with my folks, you know what I'm saying? Also, Lexington, Kentucky. Georgetown, Kentucky, Friday, October 25th. Me and my dog Goo, we're gonna be at the Tipsy Cow. The Country Boy Brewery. Me and my boy Goo gonna be at the Country Boy Brewery. And then November 8th and 9th, I'm gonna be at Comedy Off Broadway with my dog Josh Prey. November 8th and 9th. And November 6th, I'm gonna be at the High Proof Hideout. That's in Lexington. So Comedy Off Broadway. So October 25th, Georgetown. November 6th, High Proof Hideout, Lexington. November 8th and 9th, Comedy Off Broadway with Josh Prey. And then October 27th, next Saturday, I'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma with my dog Keon Poley at the Looney Bin Comedy Club. So if you in Tulsa, you know what I mean, pull up on your boy. So I know I done scrambled the dates around. I'm sitting there thinking of them and it just jumbled around because I be mixing my son's homecoming is, so it's a lot mixed in, but I'll say it again one more time. All right. October 25th, Georgetown, Kentucky, Country Boy Brewery. October 27th, Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Looney Bin with Keon Poley, my dog. November 6th, High Proof Hideout, Lexington, Kentucky. November 8th and 9th, I'll be at Comedy Off Broadway with Josh Prey. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's the upcoming shows, man. And that's coming up, you know what I mean? So next weekend, we getting it in, man. So, yeah. And hopefully I'll come to, y'all cities, man, so we can, politic and get these jokes in and, have fun like we do. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. How we getting out of here, man? How we getting out of here? Let me see. Turn it up.
From ghetto to ghetto, to backyard to yard, I sell it with one.
Nope. I ain't even gonna do it. Because they gon' flag it and then kill my monetization. I'm just not play it. You know what I mean? That was too hard. Anyway, man, it's been episode 59 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. Next episode is 60. I feel like it's a big landmark, man. You know what I'm saying? This will be available on all streaming platforms tonight. You know what I mean? And if you can, man, go to my comedian Larry Starks page and just like a bunch of stuff, man. Right now, they got my reach decreased 110%. Like literally everything I post, if you see it, nobody's able to see it. Like they just restricted me. And I don't know why. I done talked to them and everything, and just they restricted me. I'm not in violation of nothing. They just turned me down, man. I don't know why, but I got to basically win myself back into the algorithm. So, you know, comedian Larry Starks on Facebook, man. Just get on there, like 10 posts or something, man. And you know what I mean? I had to be greatly appreciated, man. So, you know, it's Areola Rollercoaster podcast. It's your boy Starks. I hope the format, you know, this vertical format, I hope y'all like it, man. I was just trying it. I don't know how it's going to look. I'm going to look at it after the fact. Actually, I'm going to look at it on my phone right now and see what it's looking like. Just to test it and see. Let me see. Oh, this is tough. Oh, this is actually kind of tough a little bit. Yeah, this is tough a little bit. All right. I can rock with it. Okay. But yeah. All right. So appreciate everybody. You know what I mean? Episode 59. And as always, you know.
People always ask me what my pronouns are. My pronouns are let, me, she, them, titties.